Test, test, test. Medina Valley Broadcast Network. Test, test. Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Medina Valley Broadcast Network. I am Dwayne Garza. Alongside of this, Johnny Guzman. We're going to bring you the next district game for Medina Valley tonight. We're here at Gerald Kemp Field. We've got both teams already warmed up, and we have a umpires meeting with the coaches at home plate. Let me get you caught up what's going on in the district so far. In District 36A, right now leading the pack is Laredo Alexander Bulldogs in first, Eagle Pass in second, United South in third, and United in fourth, followed by Laredo LBJ, Medina Valley, and Del Rio. So Medina Valley has some work cut out in the next few games in order to claw back into playoff contention. Right now, Medina Valley sitting with a 2-5 district record, overall 10-8, and the Laredo United Longhorns coming in with a 3-2 district record and overall 13-8. Again, Medina Valley sitting in sixth place, basically one game out of the playoff picture as of right now. So this is the second game of the series against United. They dropped the first game on Tuesday, losing 10-3. If you don't remember how it works, we play each team twice the same week, one home and one away. It's a series, and that way they just do one round, and that's how they complete all of district play. So they split against Laredo Alexander, dropped the first game against United, and our second game right in front of you here tonight. Johnny, you were at that first game. You want to give us an update on Tuesday's game, what we look like, what things we need to work on?
Yes, obviously the scoreboard in that game really didn't tell the whole story of the game. It was a very tight game going into the fourth inning, 3-2. We started making some errors, started walking some folks, and any team you play in Laredo, Texas, has a tendency to small ball their way around, and that's what they did. They bunted the runner from first to second and so on, and just really caused us to kind of get uncomfortable. We started making some errors. But tonight I think the guys look they look very, very poised and ready to play some baseball, so I'm confident tonight will be a different story.
We'll do the lineups, the starting lineups for both teams now, and we'll start with the visiting team, the Laredo United Longhorns. They'll be led off by number 22, the first baseman, Oziel Munoz, followed by number 5, the designated hitter, Elias Vela. Batting third will be number 8, the third baseman, Hector Cadena. Batting cleanup for the Longhorns, number 12, the right fielder, Ruben Pina, followed by number 11, the center fielder, Juan Charles. Batting 6 is number 1, the shortstop, Ramon Del Alba. Batting 7th is the number 3, the left fielder, Michael Guerra. Batting 8th is number 2, the second baseman, Chris Salazar. And batting 9th, number 24, the catcher, Edgar Benavides. And your DH, Elias Vela, will be batting for number 23, the pitcher, Matthew Mancha. So pitching for the Longhorns will be Mancho. And you're starting the lineup for Medina Valley. Leading off is number 1, the second baseman, Brody Rips. Batting second, number 5, the center fielder, Easton Lange. Batting third, number 2, the shortstop, Logan Pargas. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 9, Reese Hatcher. Batting fifth, number 13, the designated hitter, Jake Phillips. Phillips will be batting for the left fielder, number 4, Addy Medrano. He'll be followed by number 8, the catcher, Johnny Guzman. Following Guzman will be number 3, the first baseman, Michael Newton. Batting 8th, number 12, the pitcher, Ryan Blair. And batting 9th for the Panthers tonight, number 7, third baseman, Sean Anderson.
Number 3.
So taking the mound for the Panthers tonight is going to be Ryan Blair. Ryan Blair is first outing on the mound for the Panthers, at least in the starting position, correct, Johnny?
Yeah, that's the first time he started this season. He was out due to an injury, but tonight he's come in once before in relief, but tonight he's going to be starting, and he's a very, very crafty pitcher, so we should see some good stuff out of him tonight.
Anderson and the rest of your
All right, they're doing the lineup. We'll go into the national anthem. A good opportunity for us to take a break and hear from some of our sponsors, so we'll do that right now. Panther Base will return after these messages.
Now at North Park Chevrolet. Buy a new 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab posted at $34,999. Lease for $370 a month with 0 down. Get 3.9% financing for 75 months on new 2025 Silverado Crew Cab Texas editions. And save $10,000 off MSRP on new 2025 Silverado heavy duty trucks. Plus 5.9% financing for 84 months. Together, let's drive at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet Dodson House Moving Construction broadcast of Panther Baseball.
Yep.
Getting ready to go get things started here. On the mound is going to be Blair for the Panthers. Ryan Blair taking the mound, as we said earlier. Top three for the Longhorns is going to be Munoz, Vela, and Cadena. Those are your starting three. Medina Valley wearing their all white with white tops, white bottoms with the black caps and the orange and black trim on their jerseys. Laredo United coming in with a light gray uniforms with orange numbers, orange socks. So a lot of orange on the field tonight. We have pretty good weather conditions, a little warm, a little breezy, wind blowing from home base to center field, blowing out. We're going to keep an eye on the weather for you tonight, too. We're going to be watching. I know there's something brewing behind us, and supposedly before the end of the evening, there's supposed to be some storms rolling in.
Yeah.
If we have to, if we get caught in the situation while rain's coming in, we're going to have to pack up and shut things down, mainly because we're set up outside, right behind the screen here, behind home plate. So
Please be advised, we have lightning 10 miles away.
So we have a lightning delay as we start this out. Just got word, a lightning delay. So they're asking the players to get to the dugouts and fans to exit the stadium. That just happened right this second. So I'm going to check the radar out real quick and see what we got. I know it's behind us, so it's south of San Antonio.
Miles away. Please exit the bleachers.
So we're going to go ahead and, we're going to put you guys on hold for a few minutes. And I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing at the softball field. We've got Medina Valley taking on United also, Laredo United also behind us at the softball field. And I know there's some tennis action going upstairs too at the tennis court. So there's a lot going on tonight here at Medina Valley. Hopefully things won't take too long. I don't think that storm is all that serious. It's just that they detected some lightning 10 miles away. So what we'll do is we'll just put you on hold, and we'll check conditions out, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes or so and give you an update when we find out what's going on. So we just ask you guys to hold tight and hang with us, and we'll leave the video on just so you know we're still here.
Yeah, I brought an umbrella. I'm probably going to stick around right here.
Well, I'm not going anywhere either. So we'll go ahead and mute us, and we'll leave the camera on, and you'll be able to see what's going on in the field. And the sun is shining bright. If you look,
it looks great.
There's not a cloud in the sky in front of us. Everything is behind us, and I think it's south of San Antonio in that area. And I don't think
Somerset.
and I don't think it's heading this way. So I don't think we'll be out for a long time. We definitely don't want this thing to drag into all hours of the night, because
it is Friday
as you
night.
get later in the night, I think those other storms are supposed to be rolling in from the northwest. So again, we'll put you on mute, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes and give you an update. All right, everybody out there listening, I got an update. It's about 3 minutes ago, it was an 18-minute delay. So we got about 15-minute delay, so it won't be that long. So stick around, and as we get closer, we'll come back on. We'll probably come back on in about 10 minutes and do a recap of the pregame information. So give us about 10 minutes. Again, 15-minute start time is what they're telling us now. So hang in there. All right, everyone, just got an update. We got 6 or 7 minutes remaining from the lightning delay, so we'll step away again for about 5 minutes or so, and hopefully the teams will be back on the field when we get back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are coming out of our lightning delay.
To the baseball field.
I think it's 20-minute delay when they at a certain distance that the lightning strikes, and this was within 10 miles. So we had to stop for the 20-minute delay, and as long as the lightning doesn't strike again within that 20 minutes, you're good to start up again. And if lightning does strike, if they have lightning detectors, if they do detect lightning, you have to start all over again. So hopefully we won't have any more lightning that they pick up on the detectors, and we should be good to go. So our umpires are back on the field. Both teams are going to throw a little bit. The Medina Valley's tossing the ball around over down the left field line, and United is swinging their bats down the right field line, looking to get things started here.
Yep, ice the kicker. Good maneuver.
Yeah, and you got a feel for Blair, who just came off the mound. He gets his first start ever, at least in district play, and he has to deal with a lightning delay. You know, he's got enough nerves really going through him right now as it is.
Blair's a pretty cool character anyway. He runs, his blood runs slow, so I think he's the perfect guy for this scenario. He's relaxed in most cases, and I think he was throwing when he was warming up. He looked great. So, keep him down the middle. Keep the ball in play, and our infield has always been very consistent. Our outfield has been very consistent. So our defense is going to be, I think, stronger than ever tonight.
Let me go ahead and do the lineups for you again, just to actually kill some time before we get started here. So for the Laredo United Longhorns, leading off number 22, the first baseman, Oziel Munoz. Batting second, number 5, the DH, Elias Vela. Batting third, number 8, the third baseman, Hector Cadena. Batting cleanup, number 12, the right fielder, Ruben Pina. Batting fifth, number 11, the center fielder, Juan Charles. Batting sixth, number 1, the shortstop, Ramon Del Alba. Batting seventh, number 3, the left fielder, Michael Guerra. Batting eighth, number 2, the second baseman, Chris Salazar. Batting ninth, number 24, the catcher, Edgar Benavides. And the DH, Elias Vela, will be batting for the pitcher, number 23, Matthew Mancha. And for the Panthers, Coach Herb has his lineup as follows. Leading off, number 1, the second baseman, Brody Rips. Batting second, number 5, the center fielder, Easton Lange. Batting third, number 2, the shortstop, Logan Pargas. Batting fourth, number 9, right fielder, Reese Hatcher. Batting fifth, number 13, the designated hitter, Jake Phillips, will be DHing for the left fielder, Addy Medrano, number 4.
Again, Laredo fans.
He'll be followed by number 8, the catcher, Johnny Guzman. Batting seventh, number 3, the first baseman, Michael Newton. Batting number 8, number 12, the pitcher, Ryan Blair. Again, Blair making his first start. And batting ninth for the Panthers, number 7, the third baseman, Sean Anderson. Panthers taking the field now. Wind has shifted a little bit. Now it was blowing out a center field. Now it's blowing from right field to left field. Sun getting ready to set here, probably be down in the next 20-30 minutes or so. We're getting ready to have live baseball for you here. So we'll take one quick commercial break and we'll come back with some baseball. Panther Base will return after these messages.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the North Park Chevrolet broadcast of Panther Baseball. Also sponsored to you, another title sponsor now is Dodson House Moving Construction. I'd like to welcome them to Panther Baseball as a title sponsor. Getting ready to get things started here, coming out of our lightning delay. Ryan Blair warming it up on the mound for the Panthers.
How are you?
getting his final warm-up pitches on. We're probably going to pick up some wind in our microphones now. The wind is coming underneath the bleachers and coming through us to our headsets, kind of like a couple of games before, Johnny. We had that really bad wind that you could barely hear us, and I know it's picking up right now as you speak.
Batting first for Laredo.
Yeah, the wind is picking up a little bit, but hopefully that means this little storm is going around us and
Stand up, Packer fans.
headed to our house to put some rain in our yard over there.
Yeah,
Just not here. Be great.
All right, leading off, Longhorns will send Oziel Munoz, the first baseman, to the plate. Munoz batting from the right-hander's batter's box. Blair, right-handed pitcher also, so righty and a righty matchup as we start this game. Blair's going to start it off from the windup. First pitch on the way. Fastball right down the middle for strike one. Didn't phase him one bit, did it?
No, and you wonder if this Laredo team is going to give them the take on the first pitch to see how the pitcher's going. Traditionally, we've struggled a little bit, but Blair is usually pretty consistent.
One pitch is swung on. Ball's lifted out to center field. Not a problem for Lange for out number one. So Munoz flies out to center field. And Blair has one out here in the top of the first. Again, very important game for the Panthers if they want to stay in the playoff hunt. This is almost a must-win for them,
Yeah, it really is.
Especially without, unless if you don't win, you're going to need a lot of help.
Yeah, which is possible when you look at Eagle Pass and Alexander. Really still have to play a few of these teams, and then that can change a lot of things. But we do need to win. We just need to rely on ourselves.
First pitch to the designated hitter, Elias Vela, is going to be up for ball one.
Yeah.
Vela batting for the pitcher, Matthew Mancha. 1-0 pitch on the way, on the outside corner, even the count up at 1-1 to Vela.
Yeah, I bet they're taking on the first pitch until they see what we can do for the first inning or two.
1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball to third baseman, fielded by third baseman. Long throw across the diamond, not a problem. Out number
nice
two.
Throw. Nice play by Anderson on third, really.
Sean Anderson waiting for the big hop to come down on the chopper. Throws all the way across the diamond to get the out for out number two.
And he did something we haven't seen a lot. He set his feet and made a very, very decisive throw, and we need to keep doing that. Many times over the last few games, there's been throws that, they just not on target, and that's a pretty good start.
Batting for the Longhorns now, Hector Cadena, the third baseman, number 8, right-handed batter. First pitch to him, swung on D, fly ball to left field. Left fielder backing up. We're going to watch that one go.
Yep.
That ball's out of here. Cadena with a long home run.
Yep.
To get things started for the United Longhorns. Number 3 batter really got a hold of it. It was a fastball right down the middle and just cranked it over. Got a little help from the wind, but that was a no-doubter.
Yeah. No, he caught it. It was just it was too pretty of a pitch, and that's all right. Let's just get this next out and get out of the inning. He's gonna have to move it around a little bit.
Celebrating the cleanup batter, the right fielder, number 12, Ruben Pina.
Don't throw that pitch again.
Pina will step in there with 2 outs. Again, the wind really blowing out now. Blair from the windup. Fastball inside for ball 1. Again, we got softball games going on behind us. We have tennis going up atop at the front tennis courts there. 1-0 pitch to Pina. Curveball breaks in there.
Nice pitch.
Does not get the call.
Wow.
That'll bring the count to 2-0 with 2 outs to Pina.
That's right on the inside. That should have been a strike, but let's see what he calls on this one.
I think he fooled everybody on that pitch.
Yeah, he did. The batter was kind of smiling at that.
2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Another curveball stays inside. Bring the count now to 3-0. So 3-0 to Pina. He'll probably be watching one here as he gets his signals from his coach. Nods his head, only asking him to take a pitch here. No reason not to with a 3-0 count. Blair from the windup, 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball right at the knees for strike 1. Bring the count now to 3 balls, 1 strike.
hear the softball team getting ready to go over their national anthem.
3-1 pitch on the way. On the outside corner for strike 2. Good pitch by Blair.
Beautiful pitch.
To paint the corner on that pitch.
So far, not a lot of variation in his speed. It's
full
pretty
count
consistent.
now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pena yet to swing the bat at this at bat. Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball to shortstop. Fielder Pargas. Throw over to first base. Dropped by the first baseman. So Pena is going to get on an error. An E6.
Yeah.
We'll get him on. It was a good. He fielded the ball well, threw it over first base, and it was just dropped by the first baseman.
Yeah. Newton made some motion that maybe the sun might be in his eyes, but
well, it's in that position right now. It's hanging right over third base.
Yeah, it really is.
If you're looking towards third base as a first baseman.
Well, and I hope they're paying attention. If you're thinking about throwing over to first, you may not.
So Juan Charles will step to the plate. He'll be left-handed batter. Center fielder number 11. Pena on first. Blair checks the runner. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Blair checking the runner at first. Pitch on the way, runner's going, swing and foul tip back up.
Yep, all right, we got 2 down.
So he was running on that.
Yep, hit and run. And that's something you see out of these Laredo teams. They're very aggressive once that runner gets on first base, they're either going to bunt him around. Obviously, 2 outs here, and they're not going to do that, but they are going to hit and run and make us make a play.
So new baseball comes in. Charles will step back in. Blair will work his way back to the mound.
Got 2 strikes. Let's see what he does here.
So 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at first. Again, runner was running last pitch. Let's see what happens here. Blair from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Runner's going. It's going to be a high fastball for a ball. Throw down second base.
Oh, he got him. Yes, sir.
Good
Beautiful
throw by
the
Guzman to get him. Yeah. So Pena gets caught stealing for the 3rd out.
Let's hear it, Panther fans. Let's hear it.
Beautiful
for
throw.
Out number 3. So Charles will come up to bat again at the beginning of the next inning, and that's how we end it. So after a half an inning, Medina Valley down 1-0, and they'll be up to bat here in just a second, and we'll get a word from our sponsors and come back for the bottom of the 1st.
Big State Electric is raising the bar in the San Antonio electrical industry. Working with local and forward-thinking companies, we are changing the downtown skyline with beautiful and innovative buildings. As well as working with local universities, we are revolutionizing academic sports with cutting-edge and high-tech electrical solutions. Join us as we light up the future one project at a time. Big State Electric, competence and quality since 1966. Supporting San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and the Gulf Coast region.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to North Park Chevrolet Dodson House Moving and Construction broadcast of Panther Baseball. We are going to the bottom of the 1st. United up quickly with a monster home run to left field by Hector Cadena in the first half of the 1st inning. Panthers will send to the plate in the bottom half here. The second baseman, Brody Rips, the center fielder, Easton Lange, and the shortstop, Logan Pargas. On the mound for the United Longhorns is going to be Matthew Mancha, the pitcher number 23. Mancha, a right-handed pitcher.
Got a pretty good breaking ball.
Showing a nice little curveball there as the warm-up pitches.
Just going to have to be patient. These guys are just going to have to be patient, stand in the back of the box, and drive that ball over first base.
Let's hear it, Panther.
All right, and here we go. Stepping the plate, second baseman Brody Rips. Rips stepping in as a right-handed batter, leadoff batter for the Panthers.
On your feet, Panther fans, on your feet. Now batting for your Medina Valley Panthers, number 1, Brody Rips.
Let's see if Brody can get us started tonight here with a nice little single somewhere.
Rips digs in, right-hander's batter's box. Mancha going to pitch from the windup. Gets a signal with the catcher. First pitch on the way to Rips. Fastball swung on, lifted out to left field.
Get down. Here it
could
goes.
be in the gap.
It is
that
to the fence.
It's going to be a two-hopper to the fence. Rips will be easily get to second base on a stand-up double on the first pitch.
Let's hear it, Panther fans.
That'll wait. That's
so way to be. Rips very aggressive on the first pitch. Sees a strike and hammered it into the gap in left center to start the Panthers off, and that's exactly what you want to do. You want to get your leadoff batter on.
Yep. It looked like a little breaking ball, Dwayne. Looked like it came right into the strike zone, and he was waiting for it and really struck it well.
And to the plate now will step Easton Lange, the center fielder. Lange, the lone freshman on the team. Good opportunity to move him over here to get a player on third base. He's already in scoring position, but it'd be nice to have one at third base with just one out.
Traditionally, this guy's hit the ball very well into the outfield.
Mancha swings around, throws to second base.
Almost threw it away.
He almost threw it out in the center field. Rips gets back, no problem, though.
You know, even if Lange strikes this one out to the right fielder, move that runner to third on a tag up.
Anything to the right side would be beneficial right here. Mancha from the stretch, checking his runner at second. Pitch on the way. Lange scores around bunts. It's going to be foul, though. So they had the right idea. He just couldn't put it in play.
Yeah. You know, from the left side.
You keep doing it.
Yeah. You just keep doing it, and you just a little more patience in the box and drop that ball down, and we got our runner on third.
You know, Johnny, all of a sudden we had some clouds bubbling up behind center field back there. So
just give us a chance to score a couple of runs, and then they can come on in.
Lange steps back in the left-hander's batter's box. Mancha signals from his catcher, checking the runner over at second. Spins around, throws back to second. Nothing doing there as Rips gets back safely.
Shortstop's doing a good job of controlling that throw because it is not the best throw right now.
Longhorns playing really into the grass here on the corners at third and first. Anticipating the bunt by Lange here. Mancha from the stretch again. Time is called. Lange calls time. Lange stepping back in there. We'll do it all over again. No balls, one strike, nobody out. Runner at second. Mancha with the pitch. He steps off, checks the runner back to second base. Lange did square around, though, gave itself up for the bunt.
Yeah.
And who cares if anyone sees?
Absolutely,
You got to get the bunt down. You got to get that runner moved over.
You know, these
it doesn't
teams,
matter if you telegraph it to everyone in the stadium.
Absolutely. Laredo's accustomed to playing small ball, and you know, I'm glad we're doing a little bit more of it. Get that runner in.
Checking the runner over to second.
There you go.
Lange calls time again. Took way too long. Mancha did checking the runner back at second. So Lange did the smart thing, call time and reset everything.
And anytime you can get the pitcher thinking more about the guy on base, you're doing a great job over there.
I know
Rips
Mancha wants to hold him close to second base, but Lange needs to get that bunt over down to the first base side.
Absolutely.
Pitch on the way. Curveball. Bunted foul by Lange. It was a high curveball. Probably should have let that one go, but he bunted a foul. Now he's down 0-2 in the count. Let's see what he does here. More than likely be swinging away. And I would anticipate the corners moving back to their regular defensive positions is what they do right now.
Yeah. Well, even a hard grounder to second moves the runner to third.
Yeah, you get the same result. So, no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner at second. Lange at the plate. Mancha checking the runner at second.
Yeah, lined up on the outside, the catcher.
0-2 pitch on the way. Into the dirt for ball 1.
Good stop by the catcher.
Lange. Montes pitches on the way. Oh, and it hits Lange on the bounce. It was a curveball that broke way too far inside, hit the dirt, and then bounced up, hit Lange. So didn't get the result they wanted by moving the runner over second, but they still got 0 outs with runners at first and second.
You know, Parkus has been hitting lights out in most cases, and today would be a perfect time right now to drive one.
Lange hit by pitch, and all our hit by pitches are sponsored by Peerless Equipment. So thanks to Peerless Equipment for sponsoring the hit by pitches, sponsoring Panther Athletics. Now stepping to the plate, the shortstop number 2, Logan Pargus. Pargus stepping in the right-hander's batter's box. He has runners at first and second with nobody out. I'm not sure you bunt your third batter, but we'll see what happens here. Mancha asking for this signals all over again. Gets them from his catcher. Pitch from the stretch, checking his runner over at second. Corners are playing up into the grass. Pitch on the way.
Oh, that was a nice-looking curveball. Nice-looking curveball.
I think it was actually a changeup.
Wow, it had some break. I think 90% of hitters would have swung at that. It was a beautiful pitch. Very disciplined approach by Pargus.
1 ball, no strikes now on Pargus. Mancha checking the runner at second. Pitch on the way. Curveball stayed inside and gets away from the catcher, but nothing going here.
No, not enough.
No, you don't want to run on that one.
No.
Especially if it goes towards the third base side, possibly if it goes to the first base side to make that throw longer.
Yep.
And I don't think he had a big enough jump either.
We just need a nice little hit to the outfield right here to avoid the double play.
So 2-0 count now on Pargus. Pargus hitting the ball well so far this year for the Panthers. 2-0 pitch by Mancha on the way. Another spinner, but it stays outside.
Very
4-3.
Very disciplined.
So Pargus now with a 3-0 count with nobody out, runners at first and second. I'm sure he'll get the take signal from Coach Herb.
Yeah.
And he'll watch a pitch here. Be nice to get the bases loaded. Checking the runner at second. 3-0 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4, he walks him.
All right, here we go.
So bases are juiced right now for the cleanup batter, the right field number 9, Reese Hatcher. Right man in the right spot right here for the Panthers.
And this, if you could draw it up in a notebook, this would be exactly what you want and the exact person you want in the box. When Reese Hatcher hits the ball, it goes a long way. So let's see what he can do today. Just hit it hard and put it in play, and we should be in good shape here.
So they're going to do a pitching change right now. Well, we just got word we're in another lightning delay.
Lightning delay with bases loaded. We need the rain, but
so I think we've got a 20-minute delay. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a lightning delay. It's the same storm, but it does look like it's going to be moving towards the San Antonio side. But however, lightning was detected within 10 miles, so we're going to go back into a delay. So we'll come back with nobody out, bases loaded, Hatcher at the plate. Panthers down 1-0. We were in the bottom of the first. So we'll sign off. We'll leave the video going, and we'll give you an update. We'll come back in about 5 minutes and give you an update again, just like we did last time. So don't go anywhere. Go grab a snack, open up a cold one, and sit back, and let's enjoy the rest of the broadcast. Panther baseball return, hopefully after a short lightning delay. All right, everyone listening out there, we do have an update. We just had some more lightning strikes, so that's an additional 20 minutes on the delay starting from that lightning. But it looks like we are going to get hit by some of the rain. Unfortunately, we're going to have to shut down. Keep in touch through social media if we happen to, because we got to all the electronics we have to put up so we can't get wet. So if we do happen to come back, just pay attention to social media for the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, and we'll get word to you if we decide we're going to come back. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and shut the system down, and possibly we may not come back on. So again, check social media. That's all we can do. Thank you.